Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I'm back today with an Amazon haul. In our town, we're having a terrible time getting things when I try to purchase off of Amazon. And I have even begun purchasing off of Amazon and having it dropped to a drop box. I do not understand why certain things cannot be delivered here. And I know that there is a huge issue with the postal system and Amazon. And for those of you who work for the post office, please, you guys, figure something out. When you live in a small town and the city's like an hour or an hour and a half away, going to like Trader Joe's happens like maybe once every month, maybe every month, maybe every 2 or 3 months at times. And so I've literally ordered things that were Trader Joe's, hot cocoa, things like that. I've ordered them off of Amazon. And so anyways, I was just had a big bunch of orders come in that I had specifically ordered for this trip. And these were all delivered to a Dropbox. And it was great because even though they were multiple orders, literally we put in the first code and every single one opened. It was like, what? And, you know, as you open one and you close it, then the next one would pop open. And you open and close it, the next one would pop open. It was quite interesting. And I was trying to, figure out, because I had a code for each order. And anyways, my youngest daughter was helping me. And we were just laughing like, wow, you know, when did the boxes stop opening, you know, kind of thing. So anyways, but I wanted to quickly share what I had picked up. So you guys, if you've been part of this channel, you guys know how much, and I'm going to rattle this just for a second. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Man, they got that packed in good. Hold on. Okay. Let me just use my scissors instead of making noise. I'm almost done here, guys. Sorry. I should have done this before. Those that are part of this channel know how much, you know, for any length of time, know how much I adore friction pens. So, I saw these markers that came out. It comes with an extra eraser. So, I am super excited to give these a try. I love pens, and I wanted to do some things while we traveled, and in cars, you know, it's not always as easy, but they're that kind of a nib. Let me grab something. I'm going to write on the back of this receipt. So let's see if I write on it, and then if I want to erase it, please let this work. It does work. I rushed to erase it, which if you don't let it dry well, it will not erase. But the part I did let dry, it did erase. Oh my goodness, my world is completely changed. I've loved the friction pens, and so I'm going to keep going while I'm talking, because then even if you go too early and it kind of smears, once it dries, you're able to go and erase. And I'm doing it very quickly, not very well, and this is like receipt paper. But I love friction pens, and I wanted to take some projects to work on that I color in the car. But, you know, there's bumps, there's whatnot. So I thought these are going to be perfect. They come in a pouch. They come with an extra eraser. I couldn't believe it. And they were really affordable. I cannot remember what I paid. I will try to put a link below for this video for what I, you know, for the Amazon link. I will really try to remember that. And I'll try to put links for all of this. So anyway, so that's my first thing, and that is a major hit. I'm super happy with that. Okay, and then, hold on one second. Okay, and then my second thing that I had been looking at were Sharpie brush pens. And the Sharpie brush pens, they do not bleed in a Happy Planner. According to Heather Kell in her YouTube is What the Kell. And, wait a minute, what do you like? There they are. I have looked at these. I think she said she found hers at Target. I looked on Amazon and they were cheaper. And so I thought, well, we'll just order from Amazon. And they would actually deliver them. So, hold on one second. This is a tight box. I'm just going to bust it. But they come also in a little travel container, which I was super happy with. And, sorry, that's my chair. It just makes weird noise. But it's really neat. a neat set, and I can't wait to play with this, and mainly because of something else I'm going to share with you. But these will go on our trip. They pack down very nicely. I like the way they're coordinated, you know, put in order, and you know, the colors are, it just works out great for me. I mean, I'm that kind of person that likes it that way. So when you look at this, yes, there is a plastic cover, so I'm going to throw this away. Ooh, what could I use that for? I don't know. May not. Okay, it's junk. I'm going to let it go. Sorry. When you're trying to go out of town, you can't save everything. So usually I would save that and try to figure out what I could use that with. So I'm super happy with this too. This will be packed. I'm not taking many crafts, so I wanted things to be consolidated and travelable. So I'm excited about these. I'm excited about the other fun pins. Okay, I'm trying to put those together. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go this way. So I want to work on lettering. I have pads. Let me see if I can get to them easily. Yes, I can. So I have this little pad. Rhodia is a great, you know, something to use. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm going to take this. This is small, so I can work on hand lettering in the car. It doesn't take a lot of time. I have a larger book as well. And let me see if I can pull that out. No, I'll just take this one. It's a dot grid. I was thinking it was maybe the lines, but it's not. It's a dot grid as well. So I'm going to just take that one. And then I wanted to pick this up, Lettering for the Lord. It also has spaces to work on lettering. And there's different kinds. So there's this style. There's that style. There's this style, which I love. And then the lowercase. So I purposely kind of went through it. It's Lettering for the Lord, so you have phrases in the back. Practice words and projects, so you have hope and love and prayer and grace, and you know. So I thought this is a really neat project. I want to work on that. I will use my brush lettering pens, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I've got a set that I travel with, so I can take those. You know, I just realized one of the things I ordered is not here. Oh, it's here. Sandy. Nope, it's not here. Where is that? Okay, I'll look for that in a minute. Okay, so my youngest and I love to sing in the car. And the first time we've had two of them because my husband works for a car company. They get a car for work, and they'll trade vehicles out, and so CDs get left, and you know, so she's really good. She'll download everything onto her MP3, and then we'll plug that in so we don't leave the CDs. But I picked up 3 new CDs. I love the music to Greatest Showman. So does she. We love the music to sing, and one of my all-time favorite, couldn't wait for this movie to come out. Took me forever to go see it movie because of all that was happening with my parents when they were so ill. I taught special ed, so Wonder is just right up my alley. So I not only bought the CD because the music was really pretty, I also bought the DVDs. So I had said I would wait till they come out, like in the Walmart Christmas Mad Dash, you know, Black Friday, and then I realized probably won't do Black Friday this year. I don't know. We very rarely do Black Friday anymore. We always did Black Friday. I mean, it was like the running of the bulls. And our family would have things like mapped out and planned, and it was so much fun. But our kids aren't little anymore, and they don't really do Black Fridays that much anymore. So I decided I want Wonder. I bought this for the trip. I was talking to my sister last night and talking about all that we had been through. And she had just gotten back from a trip up to New York. She went with a friend, and she was telling me all the fun things they did. And I was so happy for her. And I told her, I said, we're going to take this trip, and we're going to end it with wedding plans. But come fall, I want to take a trip. Once I get a majority of the paperwork done, we get the house closed, Lord willing. And then I just want to go away, like with my husband, for a week. And either we're going to go to, we'd like to go, there's like a Forks Over Knives or it's either, I think it's Forks Over Knives or, you know, Engine 2, which they're the same family. Retreat in Arizona. I would love to go to it. We initially looked at it, but it was so expensive. And we could actually probably afford it right now, and my body's just worn out. And that's one of the things. She has a friend who's head of a hospital in Houston, and they were roommates in college, and she's helped me through the years with some medical issues, and just as a point of reference. And so my sister for the first time came back, and she said, my friend said that vegan is the way to go for, your autoimmune issues. And I said, yeah, and it's the way you go for Alzheimer's and heart disease, and, and so I said, well, this retreat in Arizona is in a place that we adore and love. And also it is, the Engine 2 was started by two, either, I can't remember if they're cardiologists or cardiothoracic surgeons. I do know they do surgery. But as a result of severe heart disease, where people were told to go home, get your affairs in order, you may have 2 months. And then they lived X amount of years. So if you haven't watched the Forks Over Knives video, I would highly recommend it. And so when we do that, my husband and I have talked a lot. I don't even know if there's space left, but my husband and I have talked a lot, and we're either going to do something like that. We're going to go get immersed and healthy, because I'm all but there, and or we're going to go go look at fall colors, either in Tennessee or North Carolina, or in the New England area. We're just going to go away and have fun and smile and enjoy some things, and and that's okay. I mean, it's not that we're not enjoying now, because we are. I make a point every day to find something to laugh at, but it's time to start letting go of some things, and I'm not quite there yet. Hopefully I'll have everything done, and my reward would be a trip. but for this next week, we may have to delay another day so we can get work done for the practice before we can leave town. But when we leave town, we're going to play some movies. So I adore this movie. I absolutely just adore this movie. It's one of my favorite movies. And then this one just makes me dance and sing, and and I adore this. I mean, they're both, because I taught special ed, I love these movies for 2 different reasons. And so I'm being kind of quiet this morning because my family doesn't know I bought all this. So these are my special treats for our trip, because we'll be traveling for days in a car. But and finally, I'd shared with y'all a journaling Bible I had bought, and it's gorgeous. It's pink. It's all those things, and I'm going to give that to either my daughter-in-law or one of my 2 daughters. I'm not sure who yet I'm going to give it to, either birthday or Christmas, because I saw this one. Number one, this is a translation I love, the New Living Translation. It was my first Bible as a child. I still have that Bible. It is literally held together by stitches. It is just so worn. And I've shared before, I would get up and I would read that Bible, and my parents would go to the church with me sometimes, and but I would get dropped every week because I loved church. I loved church, and I had this incredible Sunday school teacher when I was a little girl, and Mrs. Collier. And if you're a relative of Mrs. Collier from Corpus Christi, Texas, you should be so proud. She loved me like my grandmother. She reminded me of my grandmother, who I adored, and at that time didn't live in the same town as us. And, or city, sorry. Back then it was city. And I just went through that Bible with a fine-tooth comb. And I loved that. And I still remember being in my bed at night, reading my Bible, praying to the Lord, the window where it was in the room, and the moonlight coming in. And anyways, it was just such a sweet memory. And so when I saw, not only do they have a large print edition, yeah, we're not going to get into a lot of that, but anyways, not saying it's not useful. It's very useful. Hold on, guys. But it's hardback, which I love. It has butterflies and flowers, so it's so ladylike. But it is a New Living Translation journaling Bible. So guess what's coming with me? So you have on one side they give you something to do as a project. And on the other side, you can be creative, or you can cover this and do whatever you want. So I am super excited. You can either take notes here, by the way. You don't even have to buy these and feel like you have to produce in them. I'm starting out on my trip with stickers and coloring in, and I might doodle. I don't know yet, but the print is larger. It's not like large, so it's not embarrassing to read out of. It doesn't look, like it's, super, super big. But, oh, it doesn't do it on both sides all the time. Or does it? Oh, it does. Oh, no, it's on the other side. I got excited there. Sorry. Okay, it is early, guys. I am sleepy, and I didn't get to sleep till late last night. But anyways, no, it's definitely intermittently. So I'm excited. I love this, and I have this in my preset Bible study. Will be my last 2 Bibles probably here on this earth, and I'm happier with this version. And I knew I couldn't get into the other one, and it's not that it's I think it's a King James, and it's not that it's not something doable. I read King James all the time, but I really wanted it to be more something I would read on a regular basis. So I am going to give that Bible away as a gift. I'm super excited, and this, I got a phenomenal deal on Amazon, and and for while I'm traveling, it is going to fit in its little sleeve to kind of protect it. Pardon me. And so that works for me. I mean, it really, really does. So hold on one second. I have one more thing that I think got buried, but hold on. And here's the other set. And I've just got stacks of goodies I'm trying to, make sure I don't forget. And, oh, goodness gracious, well, I'm just going to tell you so I don't keep wasting your time. I also picked up 2 of the Tombow black lettering pens. One's in a soft lead, or soft tip, and one's in I think it's medium tip. And so they are brush lettering. So I'm not going to take all my brush lettering pens. I've got these that are brush lettering, yes, and I've got these that are for coloring. I want to test them on the Bible to make sure before I use these, because the Bible pages are so thin. If not, I have a set of pencils. I can't get to it. I got a bag that I have pre-packed that I will add to with this, and it's just a little small Target Dollar Spot bag that I load like stickers, and it's just my travel bag. That's all it is. So for art projects, I'm getting smaller and smaller, trying to be respectful of my family, and yeah, this is just some stuff I'm going to take on the trip. Okay, guys, most importantly, thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I'm trying to do little to no spend. I also am trying to go and enjoy the journey. I had a gift card that hadn't been used, and so I used my gift card on Amazon, and it's really sad when you get a gift card and you don't even have time to use it, and your birthday is like 6 months ago, well, more than 6 months ago. So I decided that I would order some things that would float my boat, that my family would love, because my husband works for one of the major car companies, in their IT. All the vehicles come with DVD players. Most of them come with CDs. I take that back. Most of them don't come with CD players. The type of vehicle that he traded out from one of his workmates, more than likely will have a CD player. I'll find out today when he gets back. He's on it. We'll change for the trip. If it doesn't, we'll load these on MP3s. Gotta work on my lettering for the Lord, and super excited. I've got my trusty dusty notepad. I literally got that for like 50% off at, I think it was Michael's. And I have a letter in here. I'm trying not to show everything for privacy that we get. We get thank you cards all the time for one of the ministries that we love and support, Johnny and Friends. And the woman's handwriting is gorgeous. Hold on, let me see if I can show you without without being too much. So, God, I don't know which way to cover. Hold on. Because I want to give everybody privacy. But Isn't her handwriting beautiful? And I put it in here to motivate me to work on handwriting. You know, with arthritis, my handwriting is terrible, but that doesn't mean I can't try. And so I want to do something new, and I thought, this is what I'm going to do. And so I saved this lovely woman's sweet message. I'm going to stick it back in my little notebook here, and it, you know, I might use it as a sample for lettering. I might not, but it might just be something that says, you know what, if this woman can write all the different people who are help partner with the ministry, then I can work on handwriting. How's that? Motivation. So anyways, alright guys, I hope you like this video. It gives you a little glimpse of maybe more of my personality. You're probably thinking, oh, we've had enough of that. But anyways, I get it. So, alright guys, again, it's still early and I'm still sleepy. I apologize. I'm kind of rambling. Have a great day. I pray that it's blessed, creative, and lovely. Like, subscribe. We'd love to have you be part of us. We'd love to encourage you. We'd love to pray for you. Thanks, guys. Thank you so, so much. Most importantly, I pray that your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll be talking to y'all soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.